How's it going, Alex? Can you hear me? Can you hear the mic? Is everything in sync, most importantly? And does this look better? I got a new camera. So yeah, if you could just let me know, that would be fantastic. And obviously, can you hear the guitar as well? Looks sick and sounds good. Or sounds sick, looks good. That's great. No latency. Yay. We're good. Cool. Thank you. Right. Yeah. New camera. I mean, look at it. It's well better, right? I mean, I may have to like tweak things as I go along a little bit, but you know, this is literally right out of the box pretty much. So I think it looks a lot better. After this week's live stream on Tuesday, I wanted to, yeah, basically just make everything look better for everybody. So this is kind of like a test to see how it goes down. And anybody who sat there watching, if you could hit the like button, that would be incredible. Thank you. I can see pixels. You can see pixels. As in, like, it looks pixelated, because it looks fine from my end. Like, it looks pretty crisp and clear from my end, so yeah, if there's any pixels and stuff like that, just tell me. Oh, it looks good. The quality is good. Okay, cool. So I don't need to do anything then, do I? And again, likes. I've got zero likes on the stream right now. So if everybody could just hit that thumbs up button, that'd be killer. Thank you. It does go a long way, and I know it's the generic thing to ask for, but yeah, yeah. And now I'm getting messages. Right. Does anybody want to hear anything? Does anybody want to know anything? Q&A is all good with me. I like chatting with you guys. So if you've got any requests for me to like play a riff or something like that, or God forbid a guitar solo, hell no. Solos are off the cards. No. Whatever you want me to do, just ask. And yeah, if there's anything you guys want to know about, I'm all yours. So I've got quite a bit of time to just sit here with you guys now. So we've got the afternoon off, 2 clients this evening, and then, yeah. As a matter of fact, I am going to put 1 sec in the title. New camera. There we go. Pretty on the outside. Okay. So, I will warn you, I've been tracking all morning for my next cover and guitar lesson for the Patreon page. Link's at the top. So, I've actually burnt myself out playing-wise a little bit because the next cover and song that I'm doing is really demanding, but it was request, and the requests get full priority on what I do. So, yeah, I kind of have to do it. So this one's really sort of like pushed me. So it might take me a little while to sort of like warm into this now because... okay, so you've got... F sharp. Something like that. That riff is horrible. It's horrible to play without the track. Hey man, hit the first like. Never mind, it wasn't the first. However, you hit the like button and that's good for me. So I hope you're doing well, Vanquish. Thank you so much. I wanted to see how you played the other versions of the main riff. What, so that thing? The weird thing about that one is like... To me, I can only do that downpicked. If you watch Matt do it on the live performance, like the only live performance of it, you can see him going... So the accents are all with an uppick. Like that, and to me, that just... That makes a hard riff harder. Hey, greetings from Austria. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Do you like the new camera? I do. It's a very shiny piece of ebony. You condition that. No, this is what it came out like. Like, honestly, I've got nice boards, but this is something else. And I messaged the guy who sold it me, and I said, like, what have you put on this? And he was like, nothing. It's just like, he's obviously looked after it with lemon oil and stuff like that, but he just said it just came like this. So this is a really nice, I wonder what number this is that they made. Bet there's some sort of like Fender recognition thing that I can go on. Or Jackson. Then it'll come up with like unfound, fake. Could you imagine? But by the way, guys, that's the way you'll know with these if they're real or not. The serial number is always at the top of the neck like this, and that's how you'll know. So that's just a little thing there for you, but it will always be on the fretboard. My trusty moderator, William, how are you doing? William, I've decided I want more dog content from you. I was watching, well, I was showing my partner, because she's a dog trainer, your dog, and your old reels of your dog are just so entertaining, especially when you're really sarcastic. So I've decided I would love you to make more dog content, if it's all possible. Yeah, because I love the way your dog just, like, sits itself down and it's like, I'm not moving, and just ignores you. Well, at least that's how it's made out in the videos anyway. I don't know. I know you don't like it, but please play forever and always. I'd have to research it, to be honest with you, because I've never sat down with that properly. And I think because you want the consistency there, right? You know, you want the consistency of those notes there, so you don't want to be changing them to like a higher timbre to move them when you move them down there. So it kind of makes sense to me. Makes sense to more to do it in a D standard tuning, and I think maybe, I don't know. I'd have to investigate. Okay, comments. I'm falling behind here. I was at the Bulk of My Phone show on Wednesday with Trivium. Found you. Oh, right, cool. Did you have a good time? I had a super good time when I saw them in Manchester. Cool. What's up, mate? How's it going, Rene? I hope you're okay. Doing well. Yeah, and William, more dog content, please. I love it. Hey, man, do you like any of the metalcore or only Bullet? Metalcore bands. Yes, so, like, you know, I like Fit for a King. I love Wage War, whether you'd class them as metalcore, but, like, I love all that. Yeah, that's it. Something like that. It's been a while. So Wage War. Yeah, love all that. Not a Trivium fan, as you guys know. Not an Avenged Sevenfold fan, although they broke out of the metalcore thing, like, pretty much after the first album, right? And I never really thought of them as a metalcore album. Sorry, band. I like, Something like that. Nope. Is that right? Alex will know. If at all that is the Alex that I think you are. As in my client Alex. If you're not, then that's really embarrassing. Right. Okay. Comments. Is that the one where Matt trying to break in the game? I'm not too sure. My guitar tutors had me working on some other remains. Man, Ollie wrote some beautiful riffs and solos. Yeah, there's that sweeping technique that he had, which was probably do it better that way because I suck at sweep picking. But I remember spending so much time trying to get that down. Something like that. But yeah, all that is all that remains, right? All that remains. But I just never learned anything else on guitar, really. It all just sounded so undoable to me. He's in. I was stoked. The Poison set list ruled the entire show. How was it in Manchester? Incredible. The full vlog is on the channel if you've not checked that out already. Got my my pop-up shop tattoo as well, which was cool. Kill switch, yeah. What strings do you use? Williams got it. 11 through to 56 D'Addario for drop C and drop B. For drop A, 12 through to 70. And for standard tuning, 9.5 turbos through to 48. I take the bottom string out of this pack and replace it with the 48. Max volume on speakers, and I can hear the sound of stream a little bit. Oh, am I quiet? Is this stream quiet? Like, it's pretty cranked from my end. Like, audio was fine. Cool. And yes, it's you, Alex. Good. Otherwise, I've really shown myself up there, wouldn't I? Trivia more surreal. Just a great tour. Absolutely. What about Kill Switch? Would really like to hear my curse on this guitar, or maybe Parkway Drive's Carry On. I don't know. Parkway Drive. I just know some of the Reverent stuff, but people don't really consider that as Parkway. And then, yeah, the my curse thing, I just have to do it off the top of my head, right? What's the first chord? William? Anyone? Oh, screw the pinch harmonic. Something like that. Gosh, it's been a while. What do we all think of the new Kill Switch album, by the way? Their rhythm playing is so tight. It makes me sick. Like between Adam and Joel, especially Joel. Joel is such an underrated guitar player. It's stuff that I just switch my brain off from. Just like, okay, I'm just going to enjoy listening to this, rather than try and learn any of it, because it's just all absolutely nuts. No, it's from your... No, it's not your stream. Why is it? Ah, right. Okay. Avenged Sevenfold has some pretty good songs, but I agree they stopped metalcore like it. Yeah, because then it all ended up, you know... with all that stuff, right? When you play live, do you put some... Do I use a high-pass filter? No. I just kind of let the... I just try and have my Kemper profile as good as it is. You know, and I just let the sound guy take care of the rest, basically. Yeah. Hope that answers your question. I listened to the first song so far, and I like it. Yeah, it's just... You know, it's just it just sounds like a thrash metal album to me. It doesn't. It's there's no 578. It's just all like. You know, it's got a lot of that on there, which is like Testament. It's just really really out there. I'd still say Unholy Compassion, Baby's first metalcore. Yeah, is that the that thing? Is that right? How have I already just covered these songs? How am I forgetting them? Oh yeah, and Holy Diver is basically, yeah. So, yeah. Best thing is I have to wait until 15th of May, so operation date. Torture myself until then. Oh man, that's a long time to wait. So far, do you think it sounds better than the Beast Rich? Nope. It's different. It's just different. I like it. I like it more than my white one, but my BC Riches are always going to be my go-tos, and nobody can ever change my mind on that. But this is great. Like, the next song that I'm doing for the Patreon is a Scream Aim Fire song, and this has already got that bright presence. I hate covering anything off of that album because it's like the tone is just so hard to match and get close to. It's so unique. And so before anybody asks in the comments section how I've got the tone on this one, if I've even got close, which I don't think I have, it's a blend between my usual 6505, but I've quad-tracked it with a Mesa Boogie double rec to fire. Because there's just something on that tone that I can't quite put my finger on. So the only way I could get close, it just sounds like there's rectifiers on that album and not just the standard PV6505 thing. It just sounds like there's Mesa Boogie on there, but I guess we'll never know. So to carry on with that, yeah, I like the presence that this guitar has. Like, oh yeah, I quad track everything, William. So I remove all the guitars via Moises, you know, the app where you can take all the guitars out and stuff. So I remove all the guitars, so I've got nothing to hide behind. And then yeah, I quad track everything, especially if I'm blending. And I do it as a little bit of a challenge for myself because then I'm really forced to get it tight. You know what I mean? So yeah. What do you do for a living, can I ask? I am a guitar teacher and I do this. That's my full-time job. Do you listen to any Deathcare? Deathcare? Wow. Deathcare, can you imagine? Deathcore. I love, depends what we're calling deathcore here. Do you know what I mean? Like, if we're talking about that sort of stuff. I like Chelsea Grin a heck of a lot. Like, I think the Self-Inflicted album is absolutely incredible. I like Suicide Silence, that sort of stuff, so that's good. What else have we got? How long have you played guitar? I started my journey with at 32 last summer. Stick with System of a Down. Yeah, they're a good gateway band to get into that sort of style if you like. Next Mission is The Poison. What's the easiest song on the album to learn? I've been playing guitar since I was 14, 15, and now I'm 32. So can anybody do the math on that? Because I'm numerically screwed. So if you all could let me know. And if everybody could please hit the like button now. We've got 7 likes. There's 9 people on here, and there's been more. If View it like leaving a tip. And no, screw that. Not a tip in a restaurant. View it like paying for your meal. There we go. 8 likes. Let's go. Let's go. Up, up, up. 18 years. There you go. Gosh, has it been that long? I'm old. And sure as hell doesn't sound like it. 10 years today is probably the easiest. Yeah, but that thing... what tune? Oh, Dropsy. So, you know, it's still some choppy rhythms in that, but if you want Bullet for My Valentine guitar lessons, they're all on my Patreon page. The link is pinned at the top. And they're available for one-off purchase as well, so if you just want to buy a lesson from the shop, you can. You know, you don't have to just sign up if you don't want to. But I just go into everything, every tiny little detail. So, oh, whoa, chill, guys. No, please keep leaving comments. I'm just not keeping up very well. Yo, what's up, man? Limitless Potential. How you doing? I think you were on the last stream, weren't you? Sorry, I'm way out here. Okay, one sec. 17 to 18 years, yeah. 10 years today. Yeah, I guess that is an easier-ish one, but however, that rhythm gave me issues. You know, I would just start by learning some of the clean stuff, you know, like... You know, on the end, even though I'm on a distorted channel right now, maybe learn something like that, or, ooh, I don't know. I would say, probably, Cries in Vain. It's less all out. It's at a nice pace, that one, so you're not worrying about speed. So Cries in Vain's quite a good one to learn first, I would say. You know, even the... That's a great one because it's not as fast as, like... You know? It's not as fast as something like that, you know, so... But anyway, the full lessons for all those songs are on my Patreon. If you want to hit the link at the top, they're all on there. For Words to Choke Upon, yeah, if you can do the, the pinch harmonics, unlike me. Or better than I can at that point. You know, that's got a, you know, a cool riff in it, which is the, is that it? That's a good one, yeah, and then... No, that's Just Another Star, isn't it? But you guys know the riff. So yeah, those would be my choices. Cries in Vain would probably be my first choice, because it'll teach you how to do the... You know, it teaches the big bullet chord. Very important to know if you want to play bullet stuff. That's the moneymaker right there. That was the Rose of Sharon, but there's a riff in Just Another Star. That one, and it's very similar to Rose of Sharon. Okay, hold on. Right, before it's Jacoban. Well, the difference in talent between you and me, despite being born a year later, is staggering. I guess that's motivation for you. Yeah, but hold on 1 second. I have to work for this. This does not come natural to me. Plus, this is my job. This is the only thing I'm qualified to do. Do you know what I mean? So it's either that or flipping hamburgers at this point. So I've opted to do this. So like I've kind of have to force myself. You know, this is how I make my living. And you know, when I was growing up, you know, I just knew this was the only thing. Even though I didn't always go straight into it straight away. Guitar was always, you know. But I will say the majority of the playing that you're seeing in recent years, you know, as far as any ability goes, that has happened since lockdown when I started doing this properly online and stuff. You know, I couldn't do the stuff that I could now when I was, you know, 18, 19 or anything like that. So this has been the best thing for me making content because it's forced me to hopefully try and be a little bit better. What are you using for tone? I'm using my Camper profile. My Camper profiler with 6505 preset. Easy Run of the Poison, 4 words Chocobon. Yeah, I guess so. 4 words, pretty simple. There you go, 4 words. All over the place. Time signatures, yeah, right. All these things, yeah, all these things, that's a really good riff because it's not, it's not stupidly fast, and you'll learn the whole burring your finger across. I'm bringing these fingers over to do the accented notes. You'll learn that technique on something that isn't too fast. Just watch out for the timing on that one because it's kind of a swingy kind of idea, isn't it? Yeah, just another star. That's right. Oh my God, the comments. I really appreciate you guys. Like, this is the most interaction I've had. 7 days bridge. Yeah, oh yeah, man. Now I just taught that. The lesson again I've done the cover, and now I can't remember how to play it. Let's see. That song is so like the precursor to Waken the Demon. I mean, watch the way it moves. It's the same key. It's just the reverse of it. It's the same song. Just, well, same key and same positions. So, yeah. Right, I need to keep up with this chat. What are you using for tone? We answered that. Feeling, man, sometimes I forget the songs we've been playing for years. Yeah, always me. The bullet chord, yeah. Oi, Mr. Blackacre. You okay, man? And guys, for the love of God, go and subscribe to Mr. Blackacre Doe here. Like, if you're not subscribed to him, you are missing out. If you know who I am and you don't know who he is, what have you been doing with your lives? Just go and see him and his awesome band and his awesome covers. And just, if you like my channel, we're kind of two sides of the same coin, I think. But he's ridiculously talented. Yeah, we've got more cool stuff together lined up, which I need to edit. And I'm fully aware that I need to edit it, but yeah, I'll get around to it. What else have we got? Can we see the distorted section of curses? Yeah. So the, well, which part? So, you know, you've got the, you got that, and then you've got the, there you go, something like that. Who's an amazing guitarist? Certainly not me. If I had a pound for every time a metal frontman called Matt blew out their vocal cords from screaming, I'd have £3, which isn't a lot. But it's strange it happened 3 times. Yeah. Poor guy, man. Hello, brother Alex. Get back to work. Tips for finding a Jackson or BC Rich Matt Tuck? No. Sorry. I get. Now this isn't aimed at you, Reese Hopkins. Thank you for tuning in. But now this is for all of you, and I want you to all to listen and listen closely. No. Right. Oops. Destroying the desk. Right. This came to me. You've all seen the video on that. I literally just got a message and somebody was like, want to buy it? And I was like, yeah. All the other ones I got, they were in shops at the time. I keep getting my inbox flooded by people saying, have you got any tips on how to find one? And it's like I would be doing everything that you are already. And I wasn't even looking. Just Reverb, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, they would be your best chances. But in terms of tips trying to find one, well, have that thing on that you can, you get a notification every time one comes up. That's a good that's a top tip for you. Definitely have the notification thing on. Because I know somebody in the US who's got a purple BC and a silver one. And I asked him, I said, like, where the hell did you find that? And he was like, he literally had notifications on. So as soon as one popped up, like, he just jumped on it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, but in terms of like, there's 2 things that are kind of, I'm not ranting here, but like, number one, when people are like, can you tell me where to buy one? It's like, no, they're just equally as elusive to me as they are you guys. And then the other one is people constantly asking me how much I paid. I'm not going to disclose that. That's my business. And I had somebody in my comments like the other night going like, tell me, please tell me how much you paid for all of them. And it's like, mate, that is none of your business, bro. So, there's a line. Do you know what I mean? Let's all hang out. Let's all chat. Let's all, be friends and stuff like that. But like there has to be a line with social media. Do you know what I mean? Just because you're used to giving so much of your life on that and revealing so much doesn't mean like, you're going to, share your your monthly outgoings with everyone or whatever. So as far as tips are concerned, you guys are doing exactly what everybody else is doing. Just have your notifications on if you're looking for one. Reverb, Facebook Marketplace, eBay. And if you're that... Oh, yeah. One last thing as well. If you're happy to pay the import fees as well, make sure on your Reverb that you're not set to just your country. You know what I mean? If you're that desperate and you're happy to have one shipped over and take the risk of having it, being shipped that far, just make sure that you're set to worldwide. Do you know what I mean? Providing the person's going to ship it. I know I was very lucky, very, very lucky that this literally just turned up in my DMs. But as far as tips would go, that would be it. So I hope that answers your question. Right. Good effing luck. That's mean. Do you release the mids a lot in your tone? Actually, this is with the mids untouched, but if I pull them out. Now it sounds like a Boss MT1, right? So, no, I don't. If anything, I try and push them as much as I possibly can. But I found when doing covers and stuff, you kind of have to take them out a little bit. But what I do is I have an EQ on each one of my guitars where I suck the mids out a little bit. And then obviously the high end, low end and stuff like that. But then what I do is I bus all those quad track guitars to an EQ at the end where I usually find myself having to push the mid range back up, yeah. Hey, who just super chatted me? Thank you. That is really kind of you. Raven V1. Thank you so much. I'm gonna hit like on that and then do like a heart thing. Thank you so much. Wow, super chat. Thank you. Oh, I'm touched. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Um, so yeah, I usually find myself pushing the 5K, the mids, especially live as well, because you guys know how it goes. You know what I mean? Let's just say, let me, because this guitar's got a shed ton of mids, by the way, because of the older body. But if I suck some of the mids out now, it's got that sort of Dimebag Scoop Black Album-esque tone. It's like, oh yeah, that sounds really brutal and heavy. But if you get in a room, you know what I mean? Especially a live room, like that guitar is just going to go get absolutely sucked out of there. You know what I mean? And what I will say as well is if you are playing along to tracks and you are covering songs as well, with the amount of use of synth and stuff like that, heavy distorted guitars and stuff like that, and synth are not happy bedmates, especially with clean guitars as well. So you'll usually find that your brutal scoop tone that I've just made right now, that sounded great in your bedroom or whatever, or your living room, as soon as you put it in a DAW and you start recording it, you'll be like, where the hell did it go? It just gets swallowed by everything. And that goes the same for big rooms as well. So usually I'm pushing my mids. It's literally just the way it goes. Think about Jim Root and Mick Thompson. Their guitar tones are very, very different. And that's for a reason. It's not because, one guy likes this and one guy likes that. No. They need to fit together so they can lock in together. If Mick's taking up this part of the register, then Jim needs to sit in this part of the register and vice versa. So my advice or whatever it is would be, just push your mids, and if you find your guitar disappearing, basically. So Sparkly Guitar. Do you know how to play the song In Loving Memory? No, I don't. Sounds like a Avenged Sevenfold song, that, doesn't it? You have nailed the poison tone. Thank you. Well, if I get my mids back, maybe I have, because what Bullet album got you into them? For me, it was Fever, but I really got into Venom. So the Poison obviously was the first for me, and then obviously Hand of Blood on Need for Speed. But then after that, I heard Scream Aim Fire. Those two albums were out, and then the next one I waited for, was Fever, and Fever is my favorite because it's got all that. It's just got all the bangers on there, hasn't it? So, yeah. Curses is so good. I would have to agree with you. Pretty sure the first Bullet song I ever heard was Waking the Demon or Scream and Fire. What great choices. Love Curses. Me too. What you gonna say about Indian fans? Thanks for watching my stuff. Nice to have people from all four corners of the globe watching my stuff. Your Betrayal when it first came out. Yep. I remember waiting up to listen to that on Radio 1. And yes, I know I've got a long-standing vendetta against that song now. Because I'm kind of it's a bit of a slog. I've heard it to death. But I remember when I first heard that, I think it was Last Fight we heard first, right? Something like that. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, we heard that one first, but it wasn't very Bullet. It was just, it was something else. And then when Your Betrayal came out, that was, I remember being floored by it. And also when Venom came, when they, staying up, listening to Radio 1, and when they dropped No Way Out, I remember just being floored by it. Like, no way could the band sound that good. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're incredible. Like, the production and stuff. Brand new. That was my knee, not the guitar. Smacks it straight into the desk. Good job. Nope, this guitar's still fine. Don't worry, don't panic. I'm very much looking after it. And the hard case, you can just sort of see it in shot there. This is exactly where it goes after that. Cheers, man. Appreciate it. Silver BC Rich comes up in Australia last week. Australia needs a delivery. Yes, I spoke to the guy who bought it. I love that Matt Turkett is a Jackson guy, as am I. Yep. Was a Jackson guy, no idea where he is right now. If you considering getting any Ibanez guitars, my second guitar was an Ibanez. I had an RG370DX. Whoa, what a name. Yeah. I like Ibanez. I think they make incredible super strats, but as it stands, I've got no need for one of those right now. Although the Jake Bowen Ibanez is one of the best guitars I've ever played. It sounds absolutely incredible. Hopefully after this tour, Jackson will think, hey, here's the money to be made a reissue. Yeah, a lot of people are hoping on that. Scoop Mid's guitar equals metal drum and bass out with the guitar miming along. Exactly. You'd be better off waiting for a year or two when everyone's forgot about the Poison tour. You probably find one of the signatures easier. Yeah, they're popping up now because everybody's cashing in on them because they know can make a lot of money off of them, right? Yeah, even down at a mid boost in a signal chain, you're gonna need to, you know what I mean? Especially if you're using transistor amps as well, which aren't going to cut through as much at the time. Thinking about pulling the EMG 8185 and switching to the headset of my Matt Tuck Sparkle. Don't do it. Don't do it. No. Don't do it. Well, no, it depends what you like, but I don't like the headset. They're so scratchy. And the amount of people that bought the headset, it was quite funny when they first came out, myself included when I got a snake bite. But like, they did the same thing. They just plugged straight into their tube screamer, in front of the 6505, and it just the amount of gain and stuff came back at them. They're not designed for that. They're designed to do the work. So if you find that you like to do the work yourself, you want the pickups to be the tone, and you want your right hand, because they're so responsive in that way to Hetfield's pick attack. If you want that and you want to dial back your gain, then more power to you. But they're a great clean sounding pickup though, but personally not for me. But if you do it, please let me know how you get on. Yeah, you've got your own profile, haven't you? It sounds very good. Nice and clangy. I like it. Yeah, there's 7 other people in the frequency space. Yeah, exactly, William. You know what I'm talking about. I Love and Memory is an absolute banger. Don't compare it to a shitty band like Avenged Sevenfold. I think you're in the minority there. Lots of people love Avenged, and it is a terrible song. I'm sorry. What about Presence, Treble, and Resonance for your Bullet for My Valentine turn? The Presence is dialed back a little bit, but again, this is relative to what I'm hearing in my cans. I've got everything pretty much flat. Not pushing the treble, not pushing the bass or anything like that. And any EQing that I do, I literally just do in Cubase via my EQs and stuff like that. So that'd be my answer to that. And then as far as Presence goes, yeah, you've got to counteract that with the treble. You know, you'll know, if one's lacking. Begging for Mercy solo is one of the best. Yeah, man, that. We hadn't really heard Matt do anything like that at that point. Very thrash. Wait, that chord change, I thought it was just a D5. Which chord change are we talking about? Tell me, and I'll tell you. Love seeing a place where you belong. Finally getting some love and appreciation from the fans. That clean tone in there is absolutely heaven. Yeah, I know, right? All the gosh. you do it? Just about. Okay. In the last fight. Okay. I'll take a look in a sec. Let me just get through these. Axe Wound Album 2, think it will ever happen. You want this to happen. I sway back and forth on this. Yeah, I want nothing but a new Axe Wound album with all my heart. Vultures is the best heavy metal album ever. One of, anyway. I just love all that. Something like that. Again with the pinch harmonics. Right. No Way Out is an underrated one for sure. What song is going to be the next cover? I vote for Just Another Star. Nope. Sorry. I will get around to it though. So my Patreons get the say on what my next covers are, because cover means a lesson. And if I'm not doing a lesson on it, I'm not doing a cover on it, because there's no point. They are purely to market my lessons and my livelihood at this point. So yeah, so the next lesson will be, well, the next cover will be related to my lesson, right? Would you say the EMG headset would suit my playing style? I still think you like your gain a bit. They're just really scratchy. I don't know. They're just not for everyone. Het makes it work, but if you want Hetfield's tone, then, you know, they're a big part of it. Let's put it that way, besides the right hand, right? They certainly look better than the 8185. At least they started doing the metal covers. Yeah. The D5 in the last fight, I thought it was straight, but you did pinky chords with it. Which one are we talking about? So the... Oh, that. Yeah, well. You'll have to go and watch my guitar lesson and find out, won't you? Hello, man. How's it going? How you doing, Joseph? I hope you're doing well. I think you were in the last stream as well. Thank you for tuning in. Hot Take Destroyers, just Hands of Blood in Drop A. Yeah, I loved that. I just love that riff so much. Something like that. Been a long time since I've played that. Hot Take. Okay, Pleasure and Pain with Hand of Blood. Yeah, basically. Hey man, what string gauges do you use for your Mac Tuck signatures? William's got me covered. 11 through to 56. If there's a question that I don't answer, generally William will answer it. So, just in case, William's got my back. I never played the headset, so no idea. You certainly have played the headset when you were at mine and you played the Snakebite. But yeah, I do love a bit of gain, so I just thought my right hand is so much power, maybe it would fit. But I think stick with, yeah. For me, they've never improved on this. That's me being me, though. And jazz doesn't like change, as a lot of people know. So, yeah. What else is on that album? I just love every song on that album. Can anybody name that one? That's a good one. Any requests? Anyone? While I'm here. Questions, requests, I am at your disposal. You think you can talk about me behind my back? That's what Google translates for, Rene. Can't even copy that. Ich hasse mein Leben. Scream and fire. Become a firestorm. Gosh, you guys are gonna be going up and down like a yo-yo. That's it. Something like that. I love that song so much. And then what's the tappy section? I don't know. It's been a long time since I played that. Yeah, 7-string? Nope, no 7-string. Absolutely not. But I'm working on my trivium, guys. You know I'm working on my trivium, right? I only know like the first two chords. Right. Shall I get that riff down finally? Right. One sec. Shall I learn it properly? I'm gonna do the unthinkable now and use a tab. Right. What's that song called? Shotgun? Something to do with a gun? Trivium. Shotgun. Tab. This is how ignorant I am. Oh, right. Okay. Not a shotgun. Where am I getting shotgun from? Gunshot. Wow. A gunshot to the head of trepidation. Wow, that's a... Right, one sec. A gunshot... Right, to the head. Tab. Okay. Right. What tune are we in? D-A-D. Drop D? Okay, right. Okay. Right. What? Oh. Is that right? Is that right? William, is that right? Is that right? Listen again. I'm hearing. Is that it? Something like that? That's what I'm hearing. I don't want to play too much of that in case I get demonetized. Right, okay. Drop D. Rain. What's the Rain one? Oh, yeah. Isn't Rain the first one on that album? I really like that that riff. Gosh, I'm in Trivium Rain. Is that the first song on the album? Is that the riff that he played in the Matt Tuck thing? Hey, that's gonna get me demonetized. Yeah, so it's the... Is that it? Something like that? I finally feel like I'm getting the right hand ability to be able to pull off a Trivium song. If only I liked them, hey. I'm sorry. Corey plays the low third, Matt plays the row. Ah, okay. Two guitars, right, okay, because that's what I was hearing. Work interrupting. What's going on now? I was learning to play Trivium. I show up and you're playing Trivium. Let's go. I know. What the Rain song? How do I have this so it's not the song? Right, one sec. No, that's Matt Haffey. This is just playing the actual song on thingy. Right, okay. It was what you call it? The One. You know the one. Songster. There you go. I just don't know how these songs go. And I'm just trepidatious of yeah. Surely I won't get demonetized if I play this. Matt Haffey. Right. One sec. Doesn't he plays the Rain riff in this, right?
So what?
Does somebody want to tell me like how far into the video he plays the Rain riff so I can watch him do it?
Yeah,
versus
super
just
great.
being either way.
Yeah, okay. Hey, not bad. See, I can do Trivium. I can do it. That's probably where it's going to start and end for me. I like that riff. You know, Trivium and I like that interview because even Matt Tuck kind of looks a little bit intimidated by Heffy's playing because, like, Tuck is good and all that, but Heffy is, like, on a different level as a guitar player, I think. Matt is just very good at what he does. Like, I would never take it away from Matt. Like, he's absolutely incredible, but I think Heffy's got the edge. But again, he has the edge for what he does in Trivium, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, it works for that sound. You know, I've always found Trivium to have more of the thrashy sort of edge than Bullet for My Valentine. And to me, the two bands just don't sound the same in any way. And I made a couple of observations, actually, for you on the Trivium thing, if I may. Especially on that Ascendancy album when I was watching it live. And I listened to a little bit of it in the car on the way down to the show. To me, the two bands do not sound the same. So when people go like, you know, I think they've got what they have in common is they both have distortion. They both do pedal point riffs, but what they do with it is two completely different things. I think Trivium is far more technical. And the other thing that I noticed is Trivium just don't have the choruses like Bullet for My Valentine. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think Bullet have the choruses, the big pop. And I found every time we hit a chorus on that Ascendancy album, it went down. That was my observation when listening to that album. So you had all this intensity and you get to a big pop chorus and everything just seemed to go lower. So, I don't know, Bullet have always just had the hook for me. So, I'd be interested to know you guys' thoughts on this one. Yeah, Bullet have just got the hooks and the catchiness to me. So... I mean, who doesn't love a good flat second? I mean... You know... Lots of bands have made a career on that. Heffy doesn't have the voice for Bullet for My Valentine chorus, to be honest, which is why I prefer Bullet. Yeah, for me, it was always the vocal thing with Trivium. But again, the technicality of the riffs and stuff like that they just didn't rope me in. You know, there's a reason. You know, it's not just like, I don't like Trivium and that's it. You know, I've got my reasons, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Okay, what else? Questions? Go. Where's my water? If anybody wants to know anything, I am at your disposal. How long have I quit smoking? Well, thank you for asking. 2 weeks as of yesterday. Well done, me. Pray on the outside. We already did that. Why are you making me do it again? I wish it was pretty on the outside. I think you're pretty, William. I think your dog's pretty. Your top 5 metalcore bands of all time. Okay, right. Bullet for My Valentine, duh. That's an obvious one for me to say. Why don't I take a look? I would say Bullet for My Valentine, Fit for a King, Bring Me the Horizon. What would be classed as metalcore, though? Because, like, Bring Me weren't ready metalcore, in my opinion. So I'm going to scratch those out, even though Bring Me is one of my top bands of all time. Wage War. Wage War's, like, there at the top. I would have to go... I don't listen to a whole lot of... I like Motionless in White. They're good. Times of Grace isn't really metalcore, but it has metalcore moments. But Times of Grace is like, if I could just listen to one band for the rest of my life, it would be Times of Grace. That's it. No question about it. Any more vlog gigs this year? No. I would like to do it again. Did we enjoy it? Did we like it? I thought it was awkward as anything. Like I don't find myself to be well, put it this way: if I stumbled into me on YouTube, I would click off. I would I would hit that dislike button and I'd click off and I'd be like, oh my God, I find myself to be quite cringe on camera. However, I've ended up doing this now, so I'm kind of forced into it a bit. But yeah, did people like that vlog? Was it the experience you were hoping for? I really tried, and walking down the street, like trying to talk to the camera and stuff. It's like, okay, Ola England, you know what I mean? Like, it was an experience. And then having to go in the tattoo shop and say, okay, can I please film? Do you mind? Do you know what I mean? It just felt really awkward. Because I kind of had people like looking at me like, who does he think he is, kind of thing. Who's this guy who clearly wants to be Matt Tuck the way he dresses and has long hair, And obviously there was everybody knew where people were going that night, because there's a certain brand of people and you knew they'd be going to the show and stuff. So I don't know. It's just I enjoyed the experience, made some friends, met some people. So yeah. So you guys say it was fun to watch. I really appreciate that. Thank you. What types of screams do you do in your band? How long have you been screaming for? I've been screaming since forever, and I can just about do it. I used to go all out on the highs, but then I kind of blew it a little bit, so now I do the mids and the lows. Kind of like gutturals and stuff like that. In terms of advice, I just used to drive around in my car screaming, and when I was a kid, when I was young, and then I just do it out of necessity live in the practice space. I warm up. I've got all these silly warm-ups that I do with my straw. Even though I'm not a great screamer or anything like that, I just make sure, because I've blown my voice out several times trying to do it. And yeah, I knew it. Can you do some extreme vocals? No, not right now, because I'm not warmed up. And plus I'll just sound silly without music. Gosh, I sound like Danny Warsnop. It's like... Everyone in the chat saying, "Give us a scream, Danny," even though even though they know he hates it. Oh, a cover. I'm not brave enough for that. I've never tried recording vocals before, so that would be a my advice for scream and take saying, yeah, his voice is delicate, don't risk it. Yeah, I used to use the Zen of Screaming warm-ups as well, that Melissa Cross. I used to have that DVD and watch that. You gotta lose your ego, make a load of silly sounds. And I also use Will Ramos techniques with the straw. You have to go into a straw and then blow bubbles in a bottle of water. So like before a show with a lost cause, like, when the band's on before us or if we're opening or whatever, I'll just go find a corner of a room and ask for a water at the bar and just... I'll always be in the corner, like, looking like I'm drinking water through a straw, but I'm not. I'm blowing bubbles. I'm making, like, woo sounds into it. So, yeah, and I got that from Will Ramos, his tutorials. And let's put it this way, I'm not really a Lorna Shore fan, but in terms of extreme vocals go, if he says this is the warm-up he does, then I'm going to listen to him because clearly it works for him. I love seeing them both for my Valentine vocals. Try. I've not got a very good singing voice. Favorite Ask Alexandria song? Oh, well, I like Hey There, Mr. Brooks. All that stuff. I love Closure. I love Morta Dabo. I don't know how to play the riff, but... Yeah, Morta Dabo's good. But Hey There, Mr. Brooks, Morta Dabo, Closure, and probably Dead, which is a bonus track off of From Death to Destiny. I like that because it's kind of like a Purity, Slipknot kind of vibe. Well, asked, did you like the new Machine Head song? It had a load of I'm perplexed by the Machine Head thing at the minute. They've basically used the same album cover. Like, I get using the same artists and stuff, but it's been a while between the last album. They've literally gone for another album cover that looks exactly the same. So, yeah, I can't get my head around that. And the new song's okay, but I'm sure there's going to be better ones on the album. Put it this way, it didn't blow me away like Become the Firestorm did. I just really hope we're not going to get another watered-down Machine Head album, because that last album was perfect in every single way. So you guys know about the straw. There you go then. Well, I didn't. But I did it, and then I started doing like stuff, and then like I was like, oh, it works. It really just started to open up the rumble. He described it as the rumble, and I was like, yeah, I know what it's on about now. Do you Awaken the Demon for me? The original tone. I don't have the tone right now. I hate playing this riff. It's really uncomfortable for me. See, the guitar doesn't want to do it. There you go. Asking Alexandria, yeah, very nostalgic for me. Basically just wanted to be Danny Was, not when I was younger. It was him who got me into screaming, in fact. When I discovered that era of music, it was like, okay, I want to do that, and wait, you mean it's all downpicked? Yes. Yeah, I know. I see those comments too. Day to Remember. What's the da 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 da? Something like that. And the only reason I know that is because I'm teaching somebody how to play it. Disrespect your surroundings, yeah. First chugging rest. Yeah. Ref even. You're on attack. No, not really, but well, no, I wouldn't say no. I just never really listened to them, so I can't say no on that. Can't comment. But by the way, guys, I'm not like, I don't just listen to metalcore. Like, I probably surprise you guys with the stuff that I listen to most. Like, I'm a huge Devin Townsend fan. Like my favorite, my preferable thing to do on guitar or one of my favorite things. You guys have really gone and done it now. Really screwed it. We're going to sign off. Felix knows what's coming. William knows what's coming. My favorite thing is clean tones and reverb, right? So just, you know. And yes, Alter Bridge do have some really nice cleans. So, where's my other clean tone? I was playing with that one yesterday, but then this guy right here, this is my jam. Have you heard of the band the 1975? One of my favorite to jam with. Yeah, the 1975 is one of my favorite bands ever. Like... Yeah, we'll play with you. There is... Yeah, come and play, come over and we'll play. We'll open or whatever you want to do. Oh, that was a wrong note. So yeah, my favorite thing to do is just living on a clean tone. It's so ethereal, you know. Anyway, that's my favorite kind of guitar to play. Let's get that. So, yeah. Your 7-string had an awesome clean tone. Well, that's about the only thing that it could do. Horrible, horrible guitar. Sounds like the credits. End credits to a game. But I often... excuse me. I often find that I can say a lot more as an artist. Not really an artist, am I? But as a guitar player... on a clean tone than I could, you know, on a distorted heavy tone. Don't get me wrong, there's a time and a place for that, but you know, listen to A Lost Cause, listen to my band, you know, it's got all the... It's got all the reverb underneath, do you know what I mean? It would just sound reverby cleans and stuff. You know, it just sounds so flat and boring if it didn't have like this sort of like layering underneath it. Periphery intro vibes. Yeah, I mean, I loved P3. That was such an impressionable album on me. Here's your friendly reminder to please hit the like button if you could. Even if you completely dislike what I'm doing right now. So, yeah. So that's that anyway. I'll go back to don't go all full dream. I hate prog. I really don't like prog. I hate prog. I just like the P3 album. But I can't imagine anything worse than listening to a prog rock album. I can't imagine listening to anything worse than listening to a Dream Theater record. Like, do I ever play acoustic? I've got an acoustic guitar there. You can probably see it in the wall, but no, not unless I have to, or I'm in the garden in the summer. You know, okay. I'll bring this back because let's face it, this is what you're all here for. You're not here to listen to me talk, and you're certainly not here to listen to me play on a clean tone. What's the quality of the stream like, by the way? Do you guys like the new webcam? It came yesterday. Gosh. So yeah, do you like the new webcam? I really do. I think it looks a lot better than the last one that I've had for years now. I never knew you liked Dream Theater, Felix. Could you replace your part machine? Had 100% of this. What? No. No. How did I not know that about you? And in terms of post-hardcore, like, can you give me some suggestions or recommendations or clarification on bands or something like that? Because then I'll be able to... Because I can't say I do listen to any post-hardcore as it stands right now. Have I really ground this pick out already? There's no way. I go through like a pick in like a couple of hours. Really? I had like a nice new pick. Where's it gone? Really? Well, I've really showed myself up here, haven't I? Ah, here it is. Right. A ESP MX220 is my dream guitar, and that is it for me. That's all I want from life. And it's going to be very much impossible to get one, but that would be the dream for me. Those flow picks don't last. They do. They do. It's just I play like 12 hours a day. So, yeah. Oh, Dream Theater is horrible to me, and I despise... That's very, very German. Dream Theater is horrible, and to me is all I despise about rock music. Sorry, love. I need your stuff. Sorry, it's my house. Love, you can come in if you want. I'm only live streaming. Pierce the Veil, Dance Gavin Dance. Never really listened, to be honest. Although I must have heard some Pierce the Veil. Singers of a Guitarist was my pick, yeah. Never forget I was slowed down the riff. Yeah, completely misjudged the song, as did I. So my computer just had a stroke or something, but you are still here. Yeah. What are the riffs? Oh, yeah. Just the way you were like, I despise it. I don't know. It's just the way you wrote that sentence. It just sounded very German. Like I can hear you saying it. Malone, we've not had that one. Yeah. That's for a very good reason. Because it's very hard to play. So that Laney amp, do alone first, and then we'll talk about that. Let's start with the easy part, right? Ugh! Just not in the frame of mind for that one today. I did it on Tuesday and I did it well. That's so hard to do. Very children of bodom. How long? Right, the Eleni amp. I've had that for years and years and years. So I used to work in a studio where I taught guitar. And that amp, I kept borrowing it to go to my friend's house and play there. I had a little Vox Tone Lab. Where I plug into the front end of it. However, there's something different about that Laney amp. Some guy messed with the back of it, and it just sounds quite monstrous. And I hold on to it because I never use it, but I hold on to it because it's a great stand for my helmet. And then it's also a... but yeah, it's just kind of like one of a kind. I don't know. There's a little black box on the back, and whatever the guy did to it, he just turned it into something very mean. And I don't know if it still works, if I'm honest, but I've had it a long time, and it just stands for good memories of when because I thought to myself, because I kept borrowing it, I thought I might as well buy it. So it's like 200 quid. So yeah, I've had that for a long time now, and it's a great helmet stand. Okay, Victor, hi, how are you? Thinking of changing my middle name to Victor. I'm getting a name change this year because I do not want my last name anymore for personal reasons. And I'm getting married, so we thought we'd pick a new name. And I've always joked with Victor because I think it's such a cool name, like really cool. So I was thinking of like going like Jazz Victor Delaney or something like that. I think that would be cool. And have everybody call me Victor. Such a cool name. I wish I was called Victor. But I don't know if I will do it. Anyways. First time here. You are awesome. Thanks for the lessons. Love the videos. And thank you, Ron. I really appreciate it. It's nice to see that people are still sat here listening to me ramble and butcher riffs because I'm getting tired now. Solo alone is one of the hardest to play because it's very rewarding when you do get it. Yeah, I couldn't remember it off the top of my head right now. Killswitch loves Laney amps. Yeah, and they were used on the Axemoon project as well, I believe. Can you play Whole Lot of Rosie? Unfortunately not. I'm in drop C. Hey, he's practicing for All That Remains at 9 chord is basically the entire 6. Yeah. So, oh man, yeah. How horrible. Who said, oh, I know, I've got a great idea. I'm going to force myself to do this. Yeah, no thanks. Have you listened to the new Killswitch album? Yes, this morning. It's a thrash metal album. It's like a hardcore thrash album. It's well good. Because I don't want any more forced, my girlfriend broke up with me. You know what I mean? No more of that. I wanted something different from Killswitch this time, and there's something quite direct about it that reminded me of the first album. So yes, it's not full of arms of sorrows and as daylight dies and or whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? It's not full of that, and you know what? I wouldn't want an album full of forced those. There is only one. There is only one. This fire burns. There is only one. What is that one? What is that one called? Somebody tell me. There is only one of those. You know what I mean? There's only one Arms of Sorrow. You know what I mean? Jesse, All Day Long, because of Times of Grace. Times of Grace is I've said before on the stream, if I could only listen to one band ever for the rest of my life, it would just be that first and second Times of Grace album, because the best music I've ever heard. That and Devin Townsend. So yeah, so the new kill switch is a slow growth for a lot of people. It's going to take a lot of people by surprise even, because it's quite brutal. But yeah, the last fight is a hard song for beginners. Yeah. Well, I've got the full guitar lesson on my Patreon page if you want to give it a go. The link's at the top of the page. It's pinned. I would say it's a good one for slowing down the riff. So if you want to have a go, I wouldn't say it's that hard. There are a lot harder Bullet for My Valentine songs that you could learn. There's nicer... Hey, that's my business. This is my livelihood. Do you know what I mean? Not so subtle. It's just like, if you want guitar lessons from me, do you know what I mean? I do one-to-one, or I do my Patreon page, and all the Bullet stuff is there. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. But as far as the last fight goes, you know, there are a lot harder songs that you could learn. Disarm the Descent. Yeah, that's quite underrated. That's the first one they did with Jesse back, right? I think that's the best album they've done with Jesse since he was back, if that makes sense. I don't think because the two in between that before Atonement, well, as a matter of fact, even Atonement, all of it just sounded the same to me. Like, it was just, all those albums, those songs, they all just blur into one. You know, but I like, God damn, that is so good. Love that. And I love the first song that got leaked when Jesse joined the band. Can't remember how it goes, but through the suffering we fight, no end in sight. Oh my God, the chills. Because I was never really into the Howard stuff. Like, Jesse was my guy. Like, the chills I got when that intro came in for No End in Sight. Oh, and to hear Jesse with the band again. Love it, love it, love it. I remember that moment so fondly. And yeah. And for those asking about my vocals, it would be that sort of era of Jesse that I was sort of thought was the closest thing that I could get to for my live vocals. Yeah. All right, gotta get some stuff done today. I'm off. Good to chat. Let's call again sometime soon. Absolutely. Thank you so much for tuning in. And yes, if you want to come over and play with us, we'll headline. And yeah. You know what riff surprised myself but really enjoy playing? Nemesis. By who? Or is that a band? Let me know. Is Nemesis, is that a Overwatch enemy? No, wait. Oh, I've not heard it, actually, sorry. Are you using a plugin? I'm using my Camper profiler. I've exhausted that one now. Can you name the hardest Bullet songs for me? Yeah, Last to Know. That's horrible. That's absolutely horrendous. Because that is not built for together. And then the harmony, that is not built for playing live, basically. Matt's thrash era, I know, right? Where he was struggling in the vocal department, I think he just really thought, right, I'm just going to go out on guitar here and just do the most difficult stuff I can possibly do. I think the End of Days is an absolute nightmare. Like, it's an endurance runner. That's very, very difficult. What else do I think is hard? Army of Noise can be really hard to pull off, especially with the what's the pattern? That thing. Something like that. That's a pain. You guys know I hate doing solos. Okay, yeah, so here's a question for you guys. If you could have one other anniversary tour, album-wise, where they play it front to back, what would it be of Bullets? I know mine. It's Fever, obviously. Would you want that copper-colored one he had made? What, the BC Rich? Yeah, all day long. Fever, yeah, same. Fever, yeah, Scream Aim Fire. Okay, yeah. I'd love to hear some of the Scream Aim Fire songs live. You know, especially End of Days. You know. Something like that. Self-titled with the Poison. Yeah, that would be good. That would be very good. The Storm. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I've got another question. I got something to ask. How many of you here are new? How many of you, apart from you, William, how many of you have been here for a while? How many of you just saw me streaming on YouTube? And how many people saw me post on Instagram that I was going live right now and came from there? So I'd like to know. Not as some sort of ego trip. I just need to know what's working. Please. Happy to be able to still watch a little bit of the stream live. Yeah, cool, man. And I'm happy to have you here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I've seen you around here before, Joseph. You subscribed last year. Okay. Oh, Ron, you're new. Well, welcome. Emil, yeah, I know you've been here before. I've seen you on here before. We've chatted before, which is cool. I've been a watcher of the videos for a while. We've had a couple of comments back and forth. I just happened to see you were live while browsing. Okay, cool. So you got a nice blend. On Tuesday when I did this, it was just full of new people because of those last two videos I've done. Because of this and the show, like, that did wonders for me in terms of subscribers and stuff. So it's actually cool. I actually got a notification from YouTube this time, and I'm so sorry. I really should have texted you. I should have been the notification. I'm so sorry. And I'll stop vaping into the microphone like some sort of ASMR video now. For that, you have my apologies. Okay, requests. Anyone? I was the weirdo who asked what's with the hair tie. Yeah, well, there's been many of those weirdos, so don't worry. Yeah, just literally, I just lose them all the time, so they're just easy to keep there like Jim Root does. So, Jazz, I have to go. Wish you all a beautiful weekend, bro. Thank you so much. I'll see you all next time. And you take care, Renee. I hope you have a peaceful weekend and get some rest. Yeah, and I got to go to work soon as well, actually. Okay. Okay. Let's quick fire some riffs before we wind up. I don't know that one. I genuinely don't know it. It's one of those, isn't it? Something like that. Wow. Finally, a riff I don't know how to play, right? I saw the Nola thing and it just made me think of Down, one of my favorite bands of all time. You got a black one, and you're gonna cover each part with different guitar. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, maybe. And if do Waken the Demon, that down pick is killing me. Me too. I already did it today and showed myself up because I'm not in the frame of mind for it, but I'll do it again just for you. See? Something like that. It's easy to down pick once you get used to it. I have a problem with anything that goes 1, 2, 3, 4 accent. I just found that out recently. Anything that goes 1, 2, 3, 4 accent, I have a hard time with. I gave up playing Waken the Demon properly. That's me alternate picking it, but I just have a problem with 1, 2, 3, 4 accent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Love all that. Yeah, any riff that does that. Anything that does that, it's just like, yeah, I'm down. Anything. I even wrote my own one ages ago, which was like something like that. You got to really be on top of that, though. Yeah, breaking point. Just anything that does that. Those 16th notes. Oh, I'm all in. And yeah, you're not the only one who struggles. I struggle with all of this. I mean, you saw me noodling on a clean tone then. It's just like, that's what I want to do. I just want to play on a clean tone with loads of reverb and just hit one note and just live on that, right? But in order to do this, like, I have to work for this. This is not easy for me at all. At all. This does not come easy. I just want it that bad. It's purely from determination. When people say, like, how many hours a day do you put in? It's like, don't judge it by hours. It's just that I just need to keep going until I get it out of necessity. Because unfortunately, I have now got 4,728 subscribers. Not unfortunately. On YouTube alone, plus 2,754 on Instagram, plus 1,032 on TikTok, who all expect me to go and do that, right? Because that's what I forced myself into doing. That's not a brag. That's just a happy accident. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh shoot, these people think you're like, you're naturally good at this. And it's like, no, I'm really not. And it's like, well, this is what they want you to do. You know, they want you to do all the guitar solos and stuff. And it's like, okay, well, I better step up to the table. And that's how I feel about it. Every subscriber that comes in, every watch, every person commenting in my live chat and all that sort of stuff, it's like, you need to step up and deliver because they want content. Do you know what I mean? And you better not be kidding them. You know what I mean? And then when I got this, I was like, you know what? Like, I want to earn this. This made me want to have this. You know, I know I've got some nice bullet guitars, but this one's super rare now. And it was like, you need to earn this. You need to share it with everyone and play it. And don't go hiding it away in a case. You know what I mean? Like, and you need to practice more so that you're worthy of playing it, if that makes sense. So, like, all of it drives me, you know? So all this stuff that you see me doing to a variable degree of ability, which is debatable, it's purely out of, like, you've got responsibility to do it now. Especially if you're plugging guitar lessons, right? But I could do guitar. I've been a guitar teacher for years now, and I could get away with not doing any of this stuff and just teach people how to play Smoke on the Water and AC/DC and all that stuff. Do you know what I mean? But that's not what I want. I want to show people how to play metalcore and heavy metal or guitar theory and stuff like that I love teaching, because I always found it difficult. So it's like, if I can get it, anybody can, you know? And that's not me trying to sell myself. That's just like my motivations for guitar, you know? You're talking about a bullet for my Valentine riffs. Yeah, we were. Padge's lessons are the best. He seems like a really funny bloke. Yeah. I think Padge is funny without trying to be funny. Does that make sense? Like, he doesn't need to try and do anything. He just naturally is funny that way, I think. Really nice fella. And he could tell I was nervous when I met them the other week. And when I was just kind of a bit frozen in front of him, like, he stepped forward and put his hand out. He's like, how are you? Okay. I was like, oh, shit. And he completely put me at ease. So, yeah. I'm a fan now, so whatever you do, I will watch. Thank you. Let's get those Miley Cyrus covers and Taylor Swift covers going then, and you'll watch it. Anybody want to buy a Jackson? Let's get the acoustic off the wall. But yeah, no, I struggle with this, like, massively, you know. No, I think the thing to do would be to stop doing metalcore covers and start doing, like, AC/DC covers or Taylor Swift covers with, like, these highly desired metal guitars. That would, like, as if I didn't have everybody scorn enough for getting another one of these, you know, which I was fully aware of. The same thing happened when I got a second BC Rich, but I used them in my work tools. But yeah, that would be the one, wouldn't it? So, yeah. Bullet for My Valentine is my priority right now, because Killswitch isn't a band that I've invested a whole lot of time into learning. So Bullet is... I like the idea of that, and maybe when I'm done with all the Bullet songs, but Bullet, I know how to play, even if I don't know how to play it, but I know what to expect when I'm picking it apart, which is why I can do it so quickly. Because you've got to bear in mind, every video you see is run right up to the hour. Then I'm teaching sessions on Zoom, guitar, so I need to, the stuff that I do, I need to be able to just do it and understand it and get it out quickly, whereas Killswitch stuff would take a lot of time. So I think I'm just better being a little bit more niche with the Patreon lessons anyway. Yeah, so that's what that's at. I'm pretty sure I taught a Killswitch Engage solo a while ago, though, for the Signal Fire. So something like that. There's an out-of-tune band for you. So, yeah. Yes! Hey, guys, and welcome to the Trivium Guitar Lesson Library. Could you imagine? Yeah. Yeah, and it's just the gunshot riff, and wrong as well, like I'm playing it. As always, guys, I want you to... I strongly recommend that you guys have my cover open, and I try and get these as accurate as possible for you. There you go. Like and subscribe. And that was my, that's as far as I got with the Trivium thing. Okay. Any quick fire riffs you want me to do before I go? I'm all ears. Because believe it or not, I have work. Apart from Your Betrayal, what would you recommend for beginners who are just into metalcore? Gallops. Still your guitar, it's the hardest to find, yeah. Everyone hit the like button as we wind down. Yeah! Everyone listen to William. Crazy Train My Bullet. I'm in drop C. Okay, Skin. You did a sick cover and Lester Tot Stat. Oh yeah, you watched that. Thank you. Yeah, I loved that. Something like that. It's been a long time, but yeah, those 4th fret riffs, they are the best. You know. I like the breakdown in that, how it's just like, you know. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting it. Or trying to remember it. Something like that. But it's the reason why I bought a guitar without knowing a single thing how to play. Tried some riffs, impossible for me. Well, yeah. We've all been there. But that band pretty much taught me how to play. Oh, wow. We're all Leaving comments. Oh yeah, there was a question about riffs, the songs. Apart from your betrayal. Okay, well let's head over to the Patreon page and see what I've done. Just as ideas. You don't have to buy a lesson, but if you do want to, you can. They're available on the shop and for sign up. But I'm just looking purely out of just to see what's easy. The end, that's good for a nice, easy, clean riff. Cries in Vain is a relatively simple one. The last fight, relatively simple. Try and learn. Right, I'm going up to D standard now, so any requests have to be in D standard. Because that's what I need this guitar to be in right now anyway. So there's a little clue for my next cover lesson. Try and learn slowly. This is how I learned it. Just learn the... Just try and learn that slowly. That guitar lesson's on there. That's how I did it. And every time I play that riff, my girlfriend always says that just reminds me of lockdown with you trying to figure out how to gallop. Not Invincible's a relatively easy one. Hand of Blood's good for pedal point riffs. A little bit tricky though. Begging for Mercy for your down picking. Don't Need You for the bounce. So, yeah, that would. Did I know that? Yeah, Crazy Train. I've got it actually on my iTunes library. Yeah, I love. Oh no, that's one good reason why, isn't it? Yeah. When's the Fever lesson coming out? Well. Do we know what those notes are? At that point, you just... It's like... Total Guitar Magazine had it back in the day as... But I question the validity of that. My answer to that will always be the same. I will get round to it, but my Patreons get full priority on what lessons I do. So if you're a Patreon member, request it and I'll do it. Suffocating is a good one for warm-ups. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, that I worked that out note for note on the Scream Aim Fire guitar lesson, so it is on there if anybody does want to learn the notes, but it's just done. Oh, I'm trying to think of what it was. It's that. Something like that. I thought it was just on Fever as well. Well, sense would say, wouldn't it? That. But I don't know. I'll spend some time looking into it at some point when I do the lesson. Right, guys, have we had fun? If we've had fun, hit the like button so I know you've had fun. I don't know anybody's had fun at this point. Can't see the likes going up. No, I know you've had fun. And I appreciate every last one of you. Chilling out with me today. Hanging out, asking questions, talking. Let me know what you think of the new camera, by the way. I'm really happy with it. I think it looks great. I bought that this week. I know it's for my job, for my lessons and stuff like that. But when I did the live stream, I was like, you know what? I want to do more of these because they're so fun. Since this community is growing now, which is great. So I just want this to be the best that it can possibly be for you guys, right? So, yeah. I'm still not seeing those likes go up. I'm not going until I get one more like. You can all sign off. I'll be here. You just have to come back and hit the like. I'll be here till 12 o'clock. You've cleaned that guitar more than you've played it, I swear. Hey, there we go. That was another like. Thank you. Yeah, well, I've got to look after it. Do you know what I mean? And also, you know, these strings are relatively new, so I don't want to. Hey, another like. Cool, thank you. You're all diamonds. I see the hearts going up. Yeah. There you go. Have some hearts too. There you go. They're just for you guys. Yeah. I have one of these, and have one of these, and have one of these. Beautiful. There we go. Right, guys. I really hope you've had a good time. I've had a nice time. This encourages me to do better at guitar and all that. And let's do this again. Next one will potentially be Tuesday next week. Let's just see how it goes. But yeah, until then, I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and I will see you all then. Take care, guys. Peace.